The minister was at the time delivering the feature address at the hurricane relief ceremony and cocktail reception hosted by the Civil Defense Commission in appreciation of the Private Sector Commission's efforts in raising more than $25 million in relief support for those affected by the hurricanes.
This occasion is a very welcome one. Welcome because it shows appreciation, or intended to show appreciation, for members of the private sector and all those who were called upon to assist during periods of disaster in the Caribbean, in locations where our people living there were very vulnerable. And your help, your assistance brought significant relief to these people.
The minister recalled that the private sector stood up throughout the period of crisis and chipped in big time to assist the government in its efforts. And this is how a relationship between the government and private sector should be, he says.
My observation, however, arises from the fact that this relationship, this partnership, which seems to have been formed between the government and the private sector commission, needs to be encouraged. It needs to be tended as how you would care your garden. Water it, make sure that the weeds are plucked out, so that this partnership must never suffer from any outside interference. It is necessary that the government and the private sector forge ahead with this partnership, because it is required in very many areas of national disaster and other situations which require combined help. The government alone cannot do it.
Mr. Felix said the government and private sector need to make good on that sound start. He says the time has come for the private sector and government to be developed into a force with one objective, which is development of the people and the economy.
We need to sit down and look at ways in which the private sector and government can develop into a strong fighting machine whenever it comes to defending the safety, the integrity of our people wherever they are.
Minister Felix also used the opportunity to reaffirm the government's commitment to the establishment of resilient and sustainable disaster preparedness and management mechanisms. Roy Den James, HGP Nightly News.